Yeah, there is playoff football to be played in the East Bay in Oakland, California. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Now, 53, 180. 50. Hey, we're good, we're good. 180. You ain't doing nothing today.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Carr. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
7:34.
To throw again, Carr. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Carr going to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Carr now to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Carr now on 1st down. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Box twist 61, matchbox lights.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
King. Bravo.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mayfield to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Point it right.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
He's checking. Alert.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
57 Hey, Haywood. 57
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds an opening past the 40. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And some space here. That one good for 33 and a first. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. Carlson able to put this one through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw his car. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. To throw, it's Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And a loose football. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Carr completes it.
Let's go. Let's go.
13 yards on the play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 33-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Carr. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to go up top, and that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 24-yard touchdown, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
This is Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, alert 33.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's going to let this one go deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Hey, Delta. 53 is the mark. My God. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it with Jacobs. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Cleveland Farrell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught at the 25. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
I got you. Check 99. Check 99. I got you.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Trying to improvise. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go, go. 53 for Mike. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go. Got 53 for Mike. 53, check 53. I got you. I got you.
To throw, Mayfield. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Down. 185. Man, I got you.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And he rifles one incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now this throw caught left side. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And now off to the races down the right side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Up, up. 26.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Switch. Kill. Alert. Check 37.
Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Check 13. Regular. Check.
Topper. Hey, high 7.
So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
King.
53, check.
Hey, wahoo.
Cut. Check. 53's mine. Check. 50.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. Maurice Hurst picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 34. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. This complete to Jones. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Carr now on 1st down. Complete to Bryant. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carr going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Shotgun now for Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Tyler Higbee there to make the grab. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I'm coming for you. Mine. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now Saquon Barkley. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Steeler first down.
Good. 180.
Got one. Slant.
Hey, 133.
On first down, it's Samuels. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, 180.
Don't get nervous. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
I got you.
On the run, it's Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be... And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Carr. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And fortunately, he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost them 2 points.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Curtis Samuel, 79 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, you don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Steps away to his left. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st down, Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake. Carr. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. J.J. Nelson, 29 yards. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Kill, kill, kill.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go to Barkley again. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10 here.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. One touch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Room here to run. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Saquon Barkley, 50 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
3 down.
Back to throw. Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Now Carr. Flushed out right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On first down, Barkley. 20! And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They come out here in the eye. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now a give running right is Samuels. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder.